Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Wednesday vlog episode on Thursday. Couldn't get to it yesterday, life got in the way, but anyway, we'll try to have an episode out that you can count on once a week for the vlog series. Today we're going to get into adding some fish to my Ultim Nature Systems 90P, setting up my UNS 45U reef tank, adding some water to that, getting the first couple corals in there, so really excited about that. It's been a long time coming. We'll get into some updates of the other tanks around the house and preview a couple of new projects coming up. So let's get after it. So we'll start with setting up the UNS 45U reef tank. Got Fiji Pink Carib Sea live sand. We'll spread that around liberally. No real concern for getting it nice and neat. We'll flatten all that out with a tool here in just a minute. I won't get into the equipment too much on this tank in this episode, so if you want to check that out, it's in the very first episode of the Sunday videos. I set up this new small reef tank with easy water changes in mind. So what I'll do is actually use water from my larger reef tank. I can drain that out. Usually I do 5-10 gallons a week, and I can use that to do a water change in this new tank. So you can see I've got my Python hose spread across the room right here. Just drain from one tank to the other. If you haven't checked it out already, you're going to want to watch my video, previous video called Wi-Fi water change. That's how I refill my larger reef tank. Makes it kind of hands-free, super easy. So after I got my tank filled, cycled, and cleared up, the next logical step would be to add corals and fish. So I head down to my local fish store to check out their selection of smaller frag pieces. Didn't want to break the bank, just wanted to add a couple little corals to get things going. Really love the look of this Yasha Goby pair. Definitely thought about getting those, so that might be something that you see in the tank in the future. If you have any recommendations or suggestions for fish I should get, leave that down in the comments. Before we get into the coral selection that I made for this tank, I wanted to show you guys my autofill situation. So if you recall, this C-shape filter has a little knob that pops up whenever the filter needs to be changed. Basically, I just cut the bottom off of that, added my autofill line, splash free, no unnecessary connection on the side of the tank, super clean look. Really love that, it's been working great. Get these corals acclimated and ran through a little coral dip just to get any really unwanted pests off of them. Not too concerned about that with this tank. I kind of want it to be a catch-all, sort of whatever grows, grows. Make it a little bit more exciting, you know, just see what pops up in the tank. When I said I didn't want to break the bank, I really meant that. So, you know, just some clove polyps, green rhodactis mushrooms, and some red zoanthids. But we'll follow along each week with the Wednesday vlog episodes and see what else I add to the tank. That's it for the update on the UNS 45U. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave that down below. And we're back at the fish store. I spend a lot of time here. I'm sure a lot of you do the same. But we're here to pick out some fish for my UNS 90P. So I ended up going with 9 cardinal tetra, 2 sumo loaches. I think these guys will add some cool movement down to the bottom of the tank if we ever see them. Then I got 4 American flagfish. I really love these guys, they're great at eating algae. I just simply float and temperature acclimated these fish, ended up adding them right to the tank. Love watching new fish introduction, kind of sets the precedent for how things are going to go. No nipping or anything like that to start off, so I think these guys will get along together great. Still haven't fully decided what the main focal point fish of this tank will be. Maybe some dwarf cichlids or discus angelfish. If you guys have any suggestions, leave that down in the comments. My immersed growth plants have been doing really well. It's been about a week since I planted them. I just miss them maybe once or twice a day if I can, just to keep them, moist before they're rooted completely. Otherwise, just letting them grow. You can see that red tiger lotus down on the bottom right. Really looking forward to that thing jumping up towards the surface, growing over that stump piece right there. I think that's going to look really cool. Probably my favorite part of the tank so far. The UNS 60S is going through the motions. Got a little bit of algae in there. Had some trouble dialing in the CO2, keeping the surface clean. Had to have this surface skimmer, changed out the filter. Normal stuff, but just kind of going through the motions. We'll get that cleaned up. I'll have some good updates on that for you guys in the future. Here's a new little section of my aquarium gallery that I'm really excited about. Got a UNS 16C and this really tall vase that I have no idea what I want to do with. If you guys have any comments, I'd love to hear some suggestions. What do you think I should do? It's too cool not to fill with water, so I think I gotta do something. And finally, just a quick update on my Innovative Marine SR80, particularly the Anthias that I added a few weeks ago. They're all doing super well. Got that auto feeder on there, feeds them twice a day. They're all eating flake food. I couldn't be happier with these fish. Everything's looking really good right now. Alright guys, that's it for today's episode. I know it was a short one, but remember to like and subscribe. We'll be doing episodes twice a week, hopefully on Wednesdays. Definitely every Sunday. Got some projects coming up, so look forward to that. Stay tuned. See ya.